guys, welcome, or of course welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. This is the beginning of my week of Christmas Eve. I have a series where I do an entire week of uploads using just one eyeshadow palette. I've done Udenzai, Juvia's Place, BH Cosmetics, a whole bunch of different brands are featured in that. My playlist is linked down below if you're curious. So this week is dedicated to the beautiful Christmas Eve palette from Udenzai. That is how I created today's eyeshadow look, and if you want to see how I did it, then stick around. Alright, let's get going with this. In today's look, I really just want to use the yellows, honestly. I was thinking of doing inner corner crease area, outer, and then matching the shimmers with lightness to depth. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be using any other shadows or if I'm going to be trying to deepen it further. I don't think I want today's look to be super deep, and if I did, quite frankly, I would probably opt for green because of the colors of my shirt, but there are no dark green mattes in this palette. So I don't know, I think I'm just going to keep it pretty light scale today. We'll see how it's looking with the mattes, and maybe I'll bring in something to deepen it a little bit, but I'm not sure. If you hear any noise in the background, my washer and dryer are both running, so that's that. Let's get going. Do you guys see this little tuft of hair right here? My baby is now 8 months old, and all of my postpartum hair loss is finally growing in again to the point where it's noticeable. I have these little sections. Okay, I've got a Blend Bunny B1 brush right here, and I'm gonna start with the shade Softly, and I will lay that in my outer corner and also my outer crease, and just keep it in kind of a small triangle shape here. Remember to check my description box for my Udenzai playlist and my Week of playlist. This is look number 1, but once I film more looks, I plan on having 4 looks this week, so once I film the rest of them in consecutive videos, this look along with any ones that come after it will be in the description boxes of the next videos. So now with this same brush, it's pretty well cleaned off. Let's go into the lighter yellow matte. It's called Lemon Tart, and I'm going to lay that in the rest of the crease. I might want to bring in a different shade just to make the look a bit more interesting, but perhaps not. This is going to be fun because it's going to start quite buttery over here, and then as it gets closer to the outer corner, it's going to get a little warmer and grungier as it mixes with the other tone. Lots of pigment though, lots of pigment. I need to go back into Softly and add it back in because it got washed away a little. I want to put down the shimmers now and see how this is looking, and then maybe I'll do something different as an inner corner highlight or on the lower lash line. Not totally sure yet. Let's see how it goes. This little tuft is driving me mad. It looks so stupid. Okay. I don't know if you can even really see it, but my angle in the mirror, I just see this inch and a half of hair sticking straight out. Whatever. Picking up Snow Light with a flat brush, and this is one of the creamier but also slightly flaky shimmers of Udenzai, like their formula. So I'm going to pick it up on my brush quite liberally, and then I'll spray the brush. That will contain the shadow and give me a bit more precision as I place it down, but also keep it from falling out onto my face too much. So let's lay this down, starting at the inner corner and just wiping it over the whole lid space, or almost, oh, so pretty, almost the whole lid space. This is a beautiful, beautiful tone. I just love how light it is, but still quite pigmented. It's creamy, it's soft, it's lovely. Now once we get over to these outer mattes, this is where I'm going to bring in the more true gold, like a vintage gold shimmer. It is called Fleeting Time, and I'm picking this up just with my brush unsprayed, but there's a bit of residue still on the brush from spraying it before. So this is picking up quite smoothly, and I'm tapping this from that beautiful buttery yellow shimmer into these warmer, murkier mattes, and you can see that it's a perfect color match because everything in this palette is done so remarkably well. Alright, that is lovely. Now, do I want to deepen it? And if so, what would I use to deepen it? That's the question. Of course I want to deepen it because this is me and I always want the contrast in my looks. but I don't want to deepen it much. What I'm going to do, in this palette there are two quite dark tone blues, and those are really the only deepening shades. This one is a true navy, this one is more of a super deep, almost black blue with kind of a warmer undertone-ish. I'm going to pick that up, but only a little bit. And I'm also going to pick up more of Softly. The blue one is called Night Sky. I've got a smaller blending brush here. Night Sky a little bit, and then kind of a lot of Softly, because I want to deepen this outer area without changing the color scheme of it. You could also, of course, just add Night Sky in place and then put Softly on top of it, but my concern with doing it that way is that Night Sky, if you're putting it down on its own and then putting Softly on top of it, you're still going to have kind of a blue hint, whereas if you lay them down together, they're going to blend as formulas blending it together into a new shade instead of layering and piling. I don't know if that made any sense. I hope it did. And that is enough depth. Now I'm not taking any more of the Night Sky shade. I'm just grabbing Softly. And I think that was successful. I think that gave me some nice depth in the outer corner without bringing blue to the look. This is just a clean blending brush. It's quite fluffy, and I'm just working these shades together a bit more. So I think that's looking nice. I do feel that the darker gold shimmer has gotten a little bit lost, so I'm bringing a bit more of that back into the look. Now, should we do something quite different on the lower lash line, or should I just keep it more monochromatic and go from there? I think I want to actually do full shimmer on the lower lash line, which I never do. I never do that. And I'm wondering if I should lay it down on the primed skin. Just now realizing that I didn't prime my eyes. Oh well. Anyway, should I lay it down on the naked skin? Or should I put it on top of a matte? What would be better? Just because I almost never do it, and because I clearly have forgotten to prime my eyes, so today is just a field of exploration, let's just take the shimmer and lay it on the whole lower lash line. It is not primed, and there's no matte down. I'm just going to lay the shimmer down. So this is a small flat brush. I want to play more with fleeting time. I'm going to load up my brush and then spray it. Now, of course, the question is, should I prime my other eye? Let's lay fleeting time on the entire lower lash line. You can see already there's a bit of fallout. It's going to bring such a beautiful bronzy tone to the look. I think I will prime my eyes for the other side just because I can already tell that the shadows, especially in this area, tend to perform better. I think I need to spray my brush again. The shadows tend to perform better on the lower lash line if there is some sort of a tackier base, I think. This shadow, because it's a shimmer, seems to want to simply be placed down. I'm going really slowly and really carefully because I will 100% get the shadow in my eye. Another benefit of spraying is that it just kind of sticks where you place it, so that's what I want to happen down here. Kind of wish that I had a gold or maybe orange or brown eyeliner that I could do a wing. I'm really interested in doing colorful wings lately. I've said this, I think, in 3 videos. I do plan on getting that split liner palette that I mentioned before. I'm just waiting for a Black Friday sale because shipping from Artitude Cosmetics is $21. That's almost the cost of the palette itself. That's a lot. And honestly, I don't understand because shipping from Udenzai is $8. And Udenzai is from Sweden. And I don't understand why shipping is so expensive. Maybe it's a matter of where they are or the carriers that they have to use. But $21 for shipping is nothing to sneeze at. So I've got a bit of money for year-end purchases. And that will probably be half of the money. Like that palette, which is $36, I think, plus shipping, and then hoping that there's a good Black Friday discount. Because it's a lot. But I think it's going to be worth it because for almost a year I've been wanting colored liners. I've been wanting to do colored wings and little details and stuff, maybe line the inner arch area, just little things that I need decent liner to do, and that palette comes highly recommended. So, okay, this is beautiful. Picking up this same brush and going back into Snow Light, I'm going to use it dry and just tap right here as an inner corner highlight. This, I really wanted this whole look to be just soft yellowy golds. It's not super impressive, it's not super interesting, but it works perfectly with my shirt, and I like it. I'm going to go off camera and do the other side. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here is the look in its entirety. Everything's done. In my waterline, I decided to use a deep, like a midnight blue. This is linked below. This is from Rimmel London. It's the shade 230 Deep Ocean. And then I don't have anything else on my face, honestly. I'm a little bit short on time because I'm not sure when my kids are going to come in from playing outside. So I have nothing else on my face except for concealer and a bit of powder. I don't have blush or bronzer or anything else, quite frankly. On my lips, I am wearing a new product. This is the Italia Deluxe Ultra Fine Lip Liner. I bought it off Amazon. I am enjoying this. I've been trying to figure out why people use lip liners. Like, what's the point? I think that it's for feathering, and generally it just gives some definition to the lips. So that's what I used it for, and I'm liking the result. I'm going to do this on camera in my next video to show you guys. And then I paired it with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Cinnamon Roll. So here's everything. I put on some mascara and nothing else. Like I said, I kind of forgot about face products because somebody came to the door, but it doesn't matter because I think that this look is quite beautiful. This is not the color scheme that I associate with the Christmas Eve palette. When I think about this palette, I think blue and silvers, but I mean, the palette does have a couple gold tones, and even in the packaging, you've got flashes of gold. I think this look is lovely. I wouldn't have expected it, but it's there. And it's one of those really versatile palettes where you can get some looks that you might never have thought of. Beautiful eyeshadow look. I'm enjoying it. I am quite happy to wear this the rest of the day. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Do remember to check the description box for the Udenzai and the Week of playlists. And remember, in future videos, when I show you look 2, I will link look 1. When I show you look 3, I will link looks 1 and 2, and so on. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for clicking on my video. If you've hung out this long, thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.